Hey everybody, Karan here, and welcome back to another episode of FortressCraft. And of course, like tradition, I didn't do any of the things I said I was going to do between episodes, so that's pretty cool. Been pretty busy lately, haven't had a whole lot of time to do between episode grinding. But we'll get a couple things taken care of this episode, don't you worry. First thing I want to do is we have a little bit of bars here. So we need to get particle filtration in place because EP Geek and a couple of other people said that we need to get the freeze-on in place, whatever that is, before we can actually kind of use some of the more advanced stuff. Now the problem with that is the geothermal apparently needs like 400,000 of each of the tier 4 ores to just make it, and the resource cost doesn't really give you a whole lot compared to like a turbine. So we'll definitely work for it, but I don't think it's going to be our main goal at this very moment. It'll be kind of one of our goals coming up. So we're going to do particle filtration. We need 32 and 32. So that should start going. It's probably not going to take all that long, so we could probably just chill down here. I did actually do a couple things. I've lied. So I got our lithium hook back up. I had this hooked up quite a few episodes ago, and I had it zip merging in with our nickel that was going up this pipe, but we ran out of nickel, so I just repurposed it and I made it all lithium so that we could get some of that. So I got 1.1k lithium, and we should be good on lithium going forward. So easy peasy. How's this guy doing? Pretty slow. So what else? What else do we want to do this episode? Laser borer. So I do have 27 laser borers. So I did get all the materials for that, so we can put that down at some point if we need to cut another shaft. We got to get our whatever it's called, our casting basin and all that up and running so that we can start getting more of the tier 4 ores. What do we need for that? Pretty much all I need to do is get this guy up and running, right? Yeah, so let's do that. So we'll need to... This can actually be redirected entirely, so I'm not worried about taking this down. We'll just take that down for now. Throw a hopper there. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. So that we can actually recover all of the transport pipes for, and we can just put it in the coal cavern, because we're going to be spending most of our time in the coal cavern. Hey, look, some ore that I did not process. Alright. Let's see if I can get a little spot here. Alright. Easy peasy. And that's where this ended. Perfect. Perfect. So let's head back down. I think there's a couple other things that I have to take out of the way down in Pandora, right here. Yes. So we have to get rid of this. This isn't really doing anything anyway. It's not producing any materials. So let's just take this down entirely. Oh, gotta love taking down all of your hard work. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. There we have it. Perfect. Alright, what else we got down here? I think that's it. I think that is all that's in the way. Yeah, yes indeed. So that is all that we needed to be able to get our second lift all the way down here. So let's head back up. We'll check on our lab. And then I think we're going to work on our second cargo lift. Almost there, got one more. And particulate filtration is collected. Oh, fish and vein extraction. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so that's the thing. Fish and vein extraction apparently is what you need to upgrade your the trenchers. So it's kind of like the upgrades that you can do for the extractors, where it's like a 10% efficiency and then 20% and then 50% or something like that. So we definitely want to get the efficient vein extractors up and running, but we don't have the materials for that quite yet. So we will skip it for now. But we have particulate filtration, so we can start working on freeze-on canisters. So much to do. So much to do. And fill in a hole. Perfect. And we'll do that so I can fall in that hole again and get out this time. Alright, so we need to get this guy all the way to the bottom. So we'll redeploy that. And it's going to take absolutely forever to check the depth because that's what it does. These are filled with iron. This guy is full, and I need to put one here so that I can put our extra rails in there. Just that we can get those out of our inventory, which is always handy. So 101, 108. Alright, it's getting there. So we have to go down to 850, I believe. So this has to reach depth of 600 before we can actually do anything. We have our improved cargo lift. What do we need to do to upgrade that to the mass storage or the bulk cargo lift, whatever it was called? Bulk cargo lift. So we need lots of chromium. That's a lot of chromium. Did this recipe change? I don't remember it being 1,000 chromium only. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, so we don't have the materials for that anyway, so we will ignore it for now. Let's see. Why don't we put the cargo lift in here, just so that it's with this guy for when we need to put it in. I can't remember if you can put the lift in there and have it check for rails. I think once you put the lift in there, it stops checking depth and it just kind of goes for it. So we'll leave it for now. And yeah. I think we'll leave it like this for now. We can always adjust it. Another comment was to move this back so you have room for a fourth casting basin, because there's 4 of these outputs on here. But I think 3 outputs is going to be fine for now. Actually, what I can do, I don't have to move it, because I can just move it down 1, and then I'll have access to that pipe, and I can kind of keep it there so that it directly empties from our lift here. That's what I'll do. That is the way I shall do it. Alright, what do we got here? Don't really need that anymore. That we do need, though. Boom. Alright. So we'll wait for this guy. He's got to get a little bit lower yet. So let's head back to the surface and see what else we can do. We got to work on our liquid resin. That's one thing that needs to happen. And between cuts, I was looking at all the garbage that we have that we don't use anymore. I think next episode, or an episode coming up, I've got to do like a montage video of just clearing out all the crap that we don't need anymore down below. There's a lot of materials down there, a lot of pipes, and a lot of machines that we could recover. So I might do that. Might do that in an upcoming episode. What do we need? So we need the liquid resin. Okay, so this is the thing that I was going to do. I was actually going to clear that place out, but that place is still like up and humming and running, so I didn't really want to negatively impact it quite yet. How are we doing on this battery? Nothing. Oh, because it's still being fed. That would be why. So I want to clear this battery out, and I want to take the battery. That's something that I want to do, so that we can kind of move it over to our resin. But I don't want to move it while it still has 4.5 million power in it, because that seems like a waste. And get you back in there. Alright. Let's see. We'll take all of this down. I think I want to just take all of them. So we're going to need them. We're going to need tons of these anyway. I was thinking about how I want to do this. And I think what I want to do is put in some jet turbine nodes and kind of make one of these self-sustaining resin processing spots. So put in a blader, a liquefier, a refinery, kind of all on one block. And then we can just kind of slowly clear a lot of this out. So if we take a look, this one's not too bad. So this side is the furthest away from our base. It's growing in that direction. So I think we might start here with where we want to put our wall barrier reinforced block mechanism type deal. So can I not just probably put a work floor? I don't have a work floor. That's why there's not one there. So I had them all over here. Alright, so let's remove that one, put you there, a lens, get rid of that. Alright, so that should start to kind of clear all of this area out, and then we can just move it a little bit. But yeah, so I think that's what we'll do. We'll kind of make that the staging area for where we want to put our box, and we'll do it from there. All right. So let's get some of these bad boys in place. We could probably just start here, I guess. 3, 3, and there we go. I could probably do this more efficiently, but I'm not going to because I am lazy, and it doesn't pay to be unlazy. Laziness is key, remember that, kids. I probably should have put it backwards, but I didn't, and I'm not going to change it because why? Because I'm lazy. Alright, so what I think we can do here, I did, after the last episode, I did make some new whatchamahoozits. Let's do it here for those. I made just a bunch of refiners and all kinds of stuff. Well, not refiners, but I made a bunch of laser ablators and liquefiers and all that. So we'll do that, and then we'll do that. We'll put a hopper here. We'll put a transport pipe here. Put another hopper here. We'll do 2 refiners. And then I think what we can do is put in, do I have any filters? I do have some filters here. We'll do that. Oops. Jetpack's still on. And then we will do the liquid resin out here. And then that is E. Yep. Boom. So that should do pretty good. It's not going to be the most efficient system in the world, but I think it'll do just fine. So these guys will start chipping away from this end, and then I can basically just make an unlimited number of these. So I can just come around when it has about 100 liquid resin, and I can get them all emptied out. I was trying to think if I wanted to do a system of mine carts to kind of ferry around all of the liquid resin and stuff like that, but I'm like, for the amount of time it's going to take to actually make that much liquid resin, I'm honestly just gonna go around and collect it. This is not going to be our final form, but let's see, 3. There we go. This isn't going to be the final form. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Let's see. We'll just do this one sideways. Why not? 2, 3, 4. Jetpack. I love you and I hate you. There we go. Yeah, so this isn't going to be... This is just clearing out the resin so that we can kind of build all of our other machines in here. All of our walls, and get our actual refinery set up in place. I want to do the whatchamahoosit on this side. Should do it right this time. Boom. There we go. And we'll do the same setup. I don't have enough of the other things, the refineries, but we can kind of get it all in place for now. What am I doing here? What am I doing? I need the ablators, the liquefiers, and then we'll eventually have 2 of those guys. Put you there. And then we'll have you on the side. Give you a little bit of fuel. Good to go. Alright, perfect. So how's this guy doing? It's got 1 already, which is great. It's going to be a slow process. I probably will either double these up. It is using all of its power right now to do probably the ablating. Yeah, it looks like it's actually sharing nicely with the liquefiers too, so I think that'll work fine. Yeah, it should work fine. Regardless of what we do, if we put multiple power plants over here or split the refiner out, we still need X amount of power to get all of this done. So it doesn't really make a difference if we put, if we split everything or we make, well, actually we could probably, if we have a buildup of a lot of ablator resin, or just the regular liquid resin, I might take it and set up a refinery area over there just so that we can increase our refining ability. Let's get a little bit of power here. Yeah, so I might do that. I'm not entirely sure yet. That might be a case that we could build to make the minecart system to collect all that, but that might be for another day. Alright, so I think we're doing pretty good here. Let's get another one of these bad boys up and running. Let's see. 1, 2. 1. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. Ah. There we go. Alright. So we'll get a couple of these nodes set up, and that is really all she wrote for this portion. Got a bunch of these guys set up, so transmitting down to an inductive charger down there to get that taken care of. Got one here, got a setup on there, got one down there. So we've got most of the sides covered that we need to, so we can kind of start this whole process of clearing this out. And what are we doing down here? I could probably move you up. Let's get some actual materials that we have on hand, and there we go. Alright, so one other thing that I didn't show quite yet that came up in the last release was this nifty feature. If you hit E on a hopper now, instead of using like Shift E to toggle vacuum, stuff like that, you do everything from this interface now. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. So you can just go in and grab out the materials you want without having to mess up the materials that you don't want and have to put them back in the hopper and all that good stuff. So, pretty neat, pretty neat. And just come over here, grab the stuff I want, and we are golden. So, yeah. We're doing pretty good here, I think. Don't know if I'll AFK this or not. I could probably take all of this down, really, because this is not doing a darn thing. Let's take these out. Boom. Alright. Not bad. Not too bad. This should start clearing out pretty good. We'll get some more materials, and we will just kind of leave that one alone. Actually, I do need some power first, and then now let's head on back home. A couple other things I think I want to take care of yet this episode. I know we're running a little bit short on time here, but I think I can take care of it all. I'm gonna try to plan out what I want to do for progression while we're kind of waiting for resin to clear out and stuff like that. And did I really not hit a darn thing? That is crazy. What is going on here? Is it just not loaded? There it is. Alright, perfect. Problem with that is if I use my jetpack to go all the way up, I don't usually have enough to make it all the way back to my base. And like I said, I'm pretty lazy, so that's how that works. Alright. So let's grab some molybdenum and chromium. And there we have it. So, the thing I've been personally waiting for this entire series is upon us. If we go into here and we click on this guy, we need a Suit Power Pack Mark 1, 512 molybdenum, 512 chromium bars to make the Suit Power Pack Mark 2. Boom. And by doing so, we click on the Mark 1 Suit Upgrade module, which takes all of this stuff and converts all previous suit upgrades into one super duper all-in-one trademark suit upgrade. Perfect. Here we go. Take a look at our inventory and bam. Look at all that space that we cleared out. I've been waiting for that for so long. That annoyed the crap out of me that I had so much inventory being used by that garbage. And now we are good. So, I know there's probably going to be comments coming my way saying that I don't clean out my inventory anyway, but you know what? I'm calling this a victory. This is a victory for me. Might as well get rid of you. What don't we need? Interesting. Okay. So that about covers it. Last thing I want to do for this episode is take a look at our research terminal. So we have two things that we scanned and need to research. I think these are from the magma cavern. Take a look at that. Fluid magma, perfect, and magmasite. And that was that kind of copper-looking ore. Yeah. So what do we have? It doesn't look like it unlocked any new recipes, unfortunately, but we do have a couple new recipes. We have the magnetic block assembler and the chromed block assembler. We got those. I'm not sure when we got those. If it was the act of scanning them or if it was the research that did it. But I've had these, when I was looking at this before. So anything else we got in here? So we have particle storage, particle compressor, filter, a gas bottler, all the stuff that we need for the whatchamwho's it. So 5x3x5, 75 total, 27 total, 63 total. 81 total. Oh man, That's rough. That is rough. So let's start researching some stuff. We'll get the magnetic and the chrome. Did it unlock anything else? No, it did not. Might as well get all of these as well. Research, 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 research. Alright, don't think it unlocked anything else for us just by researching those. Did not. Alright. So let's take a look at the particle stuff. Particle filter times 5, 75, so we need 15 of these. So we need about 600-700 of the chromed and magnetic machine blocks. We need 3 of these, so we need another 30 and 45. We need 7 of these, so we need 105 and 70. So what is that, like 100, 125? What was this? 500? 15 times 48 is 600. So we need about 700, 800 chromed and magnetic parts. And then we need the chromed and magnetic whatchamahoots, block assembler. Oh, so these are pretty cheap. Just 4 chromium and 4 imbued. And then we'll do the magnetic, which is molybdenum, of course. And that is pretty much that. So we can set up a couple of automated assembly areas for that, and get those kind of hopping here. We only need 4, or we only need like 700 of each, so I might just kind of repurpose this area over here. I was using this for macerating and our turbocharger for our crystal clocks, but we can't repurpose it now because we don't really need any more of those. Where's my stuff? There's my stuff. Boom and boom. Alright. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And they're color coded, which is fantastic. We can put in... Oh, we only have 4 molybdenum. Well, there we go. So we'll get those working. They need power. Why don't you have power? I'm guessing you ran out of juice. Like so. We'll get you up and humming as well. There we go. I gotta figure out a better system for refueling these. Well, actually, I already have it set up. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, was I manually putting it? I was manually putting in these. Derp, derp, derp. There we go. And then we'll give you some empty canisters. That'll work just fine, just fine. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess we can probably pull these up now. Good, 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 good. So how are you guys doing? Are you pointed the wrong way? Oh, it needs imbued machine blocks. It needs imbued machine blocks. You need imbued, and you need imbued. So remove only. Remove only. And grab that, grab that. Good to go. Alright. There we go. 2 chrome machine blocks. We are on our way. All we really need now is to get some more molybdenum and just restock those kind of as we get to it, and we can start making the particle filtration stuff. That is pretty cool. pretty cool. So we can make the Freezon that we can use to make the other cool stuff. And we can be part of the Cool Kids Club. Which I love being part of the Cool Kids Club. It's a good club to be a part of. But yeah, I think that is going to do for this episode. I'm probably going to tell everybody that I'm going to do some work off camera, and then I'm not going to do it, so I'm not going to bother doing that. If I do anything off screen, then that's a bonus. So, oh, I'm such a derp. But if I wasn't, I don't think any of you would be watching me, so I guess it is what it is. So that is it. Take care, everybody, and see you next time.